Welcome, students. Let's start the first poem of our Flamingo book, My Mother at 66. About the poet Kamla Das. Kamla Das was born in Malabar, Kerala. She is recognized as one of the India's foremost poets. Her works are known for their originality, versatility, and the indigenous flavor of the soil. That means she writes on diverse topic with very different themes, and of course we could find the Kerala culture custom coming up in her writings. Kamla Das has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhavi Kutti. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust, a collection of stories Padmavat the Harlot, and other stories. In addition to 5 books of poetry, she is a sensitive writer who captures the complex subtleties of human relationship in a lyrical idiom. My Mother at 66 is such an example. Talking about the theme of the present poem, I would like to give a gist of it. Looking at the title, what we can make out is that the mother is at the age of 66. That means she has entered her old age. And of course, after the old age, as aging, people know that aging is a natural process. Nobody can avert it. And after the old age comes the inevitable thing, that is death. And nobody can think of the death of their near and dear ones. Especially here, Kamla Das is talking about her mother's old age and her approaching death, along with the pain of separation which she is going through in her mind. So, this is the theme of the poem. Let's start the poem now. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doze, open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse. So, what happened is Kamla Das is leaving her parents' home and heading towards Cochin Airport. And when it was? Last Friday morning. I saw my mother. Who is I here? The poetess Kamla Das. I saw my mother beside me. Beside means the poetess mother was sitting next to her in the car when she was heading towards the Cochin Airport. And when she noticed what her mother was doing, she was doze. Doze means sleeping. Yes, it happens when the journey is slightly long and the cold morning breeze is blowing. So, what happens? Generally, people take a soft nap. And of course, when she was sleeping, her mouth was open, her face ashen like. Here in the poem, you have to always take care of the words like and as. You know that whenever the word like and as is used, which figure of speech is there? Simile. And how we can say? Because they are comparing two things together. So now she has compared her mother to a corpse. Corpse means a dead body. Yes. Just imagine that Kamla Das saw her mother sitting beside, eyes closed, mouth open, and her face ashen. Ashen means pale, dull, without any vitality and energy. For a second, she thought that she's just looking like a dead body. Yes. And as soon as the thought of dead body come to her mind, she realized, yes, my mother is so old, and very soon she is going to die. She cannot avert her approaching death. And this realization made her very, very sad, upset. Ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she thought away and looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting and merry children spilling out of their homes. As in the earlier stanza, when she noticed her mother is dull, aging, lacking the vitality, and her death is approaching, this very realization made her very, very upset. And now she wanted to put these sensitive thoughts of death of her mother out of her mind. So what she did, she looked out of the car and she started watching the outer world. And what happened? What she noticed outside in the world, she looked out at young trees sprinting. Now, when she looked out, what she found? Trees sprinting. Sprinting, you know what is sprinting? Sprinting means running fast. You all know that if you are moving in a car or any vehicle, what do you find? Outside, the stationary objects, they run in the opposite direction. It seems like they are running. Here, the poetess has used this image to compare and contrast the outer world with her mother. See, the trees are young and her mother is old. The mother is old, age, and edging toward the death. And here, the trees are running in the opposite direction, means showing youthfulness, showing growth. Again, she notices one more image and she adds here the merry children spilling out of their homes. Merry children. Children are happy. Spilling. Spilling means like the liquid spills out of the bottle. So what she noticing again when she's moving in a car, she finds that children are happily coming out of their homes. Again, happiness, youthness, cheerfulness, vitality, which is there outside in the world. And her mother, in comparing and contrast to that cheerfulness and happiness, is aging, dull, decaying. So again, in both the images, the poetess has compared and contrasted with her mother. Here we have to take care of one more thing, that when the word trees sprinting is there, we could see that the trees are running. Can the trees run? No, it's not possible. Only it's a phenomena. So, which figure of speech is used here? The figure of speech is personification, and as well as it's a metaphor, as because the trees has been compared with the mother. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, so she looked out of the car and she wanted to divert her mind. But was she was able to divert her mind? No. Why? Because again in the outside, whatever things she was going through, she was comparing it with her mother. At the same time, she was also upset that her mother is at old age. She also requires her care and attention, but she has to go out and with her own work and leave her mother alone at the house. Away, I looked again at her, pale as late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache. So what happened is, when they reached the airport, Kamla Das has done the formalities at the airport. Now they are standing away from each other. And standing away again, she noticed her mother. Her mother looked wan and pale. Wan means dull, pale, colorless. Of course, youthfulness, charm, brightness is gone away. We could find the signs of aging, wrinkles, dead skin. Then we can find dullness, lack of energy. As a late winter's moon. Yes, again the word as has been used here. So I hope you can spot which figure of speech is there whenever there is a like and as. Simile, right? So again, Kamla Das has compared her mother with late winter's moon. She says, like in winters, the moon appears to lack the shine because of the presence of fog and mist. In the same way, her mother's face is also lacking the shine because of aging. And felt that old familiar ache. Familiar ache means since her childhood, my childhood sphere, it's written, since her childhood, maybe Kamla Das had fostered this feeling that one day she'll be separated from her mother, and her approaching death will make this separation more stronger. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma, and all I did was smile, smile, and smile. See, the word but reveals that whatever emotions, thoughts, pain she was going through, she kept it to herself. And just like a natural way, how people part from each other, they say, see you soon, goodbye. She also said the same thing, see you soon, Amma. But here, see you soon, Amma is ironical. Why is it is ironical here? Means whatever you're saying, the opposite is going to take place. How? Because she's saying that see you soon, Amma. But in back of her mind, she knows that her mother is so old. Maybe by the next time, if she wants to come and meet, her mother will be no more. So that's why it's an ironical statement. She's saying see you soon, but she also knows the fact that maybe by the next time her mother will be dead. And all I did was smile, smile, and smile. Here the word smile is repeated 3 times. So which figure of speech? Repetition. So what happened? She's keeping a brave front. She's hiding all her fears. She's not disclosing the pains of separation and the loss of her very soon because of death to herself. And she just smiles to her mother. Here we can see the first smile can be interpreted as hiding her fear. And smile. Why she is smiling again? Because you know that they are standing at a distance. They cannot communicate. That's why they are exchanging smiling glances. And smile, maybe third smile, she is wondering, yes, she might be able to come back and meet her again. So she is parting at a positive note. That's why she is smiling. But you know that she is actually giving a false assurance to herself and to her mother. Here the poet ends. Poem is ending here. Now there is one important thing which I want you people to notice. Notice that the whole poem is in a single sentence, punctuated by commas. When you will again go to the poem, you will find that there are only commas. The full stop comes at the end of the poem. Means it is Kamla Das' overflow of emotions which she has written with commas, commas, and commas. It's actually a one line poem. Now, talking about the assignment for you students, these questions you have to attempt. The first question is, what is the kind of pain and ache the poet feels? The pain, when she had the pain, you know that when she realized her mother is old and she is going to die very soon, and this was a very painful realization. And for the ache, childhood ache, it is written, so maybe she had an ache of separation since her childhood. Why are the young trees described as sprinting? You know that trees were running. Why they were running? Because they were moving in the car, so they found the things outside like trees, they are running in the opposite direction. Why has the poet brought the image of merry children spilling out of their homes? She has brought this image to compare and contrast her mother with the outer world. The outer world was happy, full of vitality, enthusiasm, but in the contrary, her mother, being old, dull, weak, and aging, and was approaching to the death. Why has a mother been compared to late winter's moon? You know that she compared her mother with late winter's moon because in winters the moon appears to lack the shine because of the presence of fog and mist in the atmosphere. In the same way, her mother face is also lacking the shine, charm, vitality because of aging. What do the parting words of the poet and her smile signifies? The parting words were see you soon, Amma, and this word signifies that although she is promising her mother that they are going to meet again, but at the back of mind she knows that she is giving a false assurance of meeting again, and she knows the fact maybe she may not be able to meet her mother again. And what her smile signifies? Her smile signifies that she is hiding her fears, restricting her pains to herself, and showing a smiling face, a brave front to her mother. Because they are at a distance, they cannot talk, so she is just smiling to her mother. And of course, at last, she thought that she might be able to meet her mother again, and that's why she is smiling. So, I hope you'll be able to do this assignment. And if you come across any problem, you can go to the video again.